Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Mufida Al-Digail, and today I will be taking you on a journey of how we've developed a research process in the Islamic department within the elementary section at DAA. One of the themes of Islamic education is Islamic values and manners. Students often are able to answer questions related to topics of morals and manners without linking them to Islamic studies. For example, when we were learning about Surah Al-Humaza, surah which is talking about the backbiter and the slanderer, students often linked it to bullying and talked about how bullying was bad and linked it to other social studies lessons. So I thought, what would be a systematic way to encourage students to link their knowledge to Islamic education? And that thought process gave birth to the 4 steps to research in Islamic studies. Students are always provided with rubrics to each activity. The first step is questioning. Based on the rubric that we provide to children, the learning intentions and the success criteria, the children need to formulate a question that has meaning to them. In this process, we're allowing children to think about the things that make sense to them and the questions they have linked to the topic.
Assalamu alaikum. Today, my question is, why do Muslims need to believe in Allah?
Step 2. Children are encouraged to offer their opinions about the question they're asking. In this stage, we want to know what they already know in their prior knowledge, and in that way, when they do their research, there is some kind of building of knowledge.
My question was, does Prophet Muhammad have manners? And in my opinion is that yes, because Prophet Muhammad was a man in kind who would show tolerance, kindness to everyone around and others.
Part 3. What does Islam say about it? This is the stage where we're encouraging children to research their answers. We ask them to look for things such as the Prophet Muhammad said, or that there are clear quotations naming a surah and the number of the surah. We've also created Padlets where children collect all the evidences, therefore creating their own bank of resources as a class.
Hi everybody, today I'm going to tell you what the etiquettes of entering a house. My question was, what do we have to do while entering a house? My opinion was, I think we should say Bismillah before entering a house because we always say Bismillah before doing anything. And this proves my point because the Prophet Muhammad said, do not visit houses other than yours unless you have asked permission and greeted them.
Step 4. How does this new knowledge affect you? During this stage, students usually remember stories of Prophet Muhammad or talk about situations they have been in the past, or they create goals for future situations based on the knowledge they have just achieved. As we know, knowledge means nothing if we cannot relate to it and find ways to apply it into our daily lives.
So here's my question. How should we treat others? Here's my answer. You should speak with respect and forgive people. When people threw rocks at the Prophet Muhammad, he did not throw rocks back. He just bent kind. And when the angel asked him, should I harm them? He said, no, I forgive them. Here's one, hadith. Be merciful to those on the earth, and the one above the heavens will have mercy upon you. Here's my life, what's happened to me in my real life. Once when I was going on the bus and walking to school with my sister, someone kicked my back and I did not kick theirs.
We have been able to implement this method with children as young as 7 years old, and children have shown so much pride and ownership of their work. Rather than teaching Islamic in the old-fashioned manner of giving them one hadith and preaching the meaning of it, we're encouraging children to make the learning of Islamic education meaningful by teaching them skills that they need in order to take ownership and to be proud of their Islamic knowledge.
I love you, Allah. So That's it. Bye.
I hope that you have found that beneficial. Assalamu alaikum.